As you guys know, a new pet system has been introduced into Grand RP, and today we're going to be going over it just a little bit because I'm assuming there's a lot of people out there that don't really know exactly how it works. Now, just before we get into it, if you haven't already joined the server before and want to, be sure to click the link down below in the description, click on Start Playing, select which server you want to play on, register an account, and download the launcher, and you should be good to go. But with that said, I hope you all to enjoy the video, and let's jump into it. So even though you may have seen it in the trailer, in EN1 at least, from what I've been told, is we're not going to be able to purchase pets from the actual pet stores, which is kind of sad because I was really looking forward to doing that. They might add it in the future, I'm not 100% sure, but at this point in time, you can only purchase pets from the auction and from the beach market. And any pets that you do have in your inventory, if you click on use, it'll instantly be assigned into your My Pets menu area, which is pretty great. So you don't always have to have them in your inventory. And all you got to do to do that is just click use and it'll instantly be shot over there. And if you do have a pet that is already dead, do the exact same thing and it'll be given 30 days of life and assigned to your My Pets page, which is pretty great. Obviously, all the pets will have abilities as well. The higher the level your pet is, and the rarity of your pet will depend on what their abilities are. So you can call your pet out of the cage to walk next to you once you fly into the city. You can send it to sleep, which will make it regain its stamina, which is very important. You can also assign it to guard your bunker, which could be fairly useful actually. You can also change the name of it, send it to training, you can evolve it, and of course, you can bury your pet when it dies. So let's say you get your pet right now and it is level 1, and you want to level it up. You're going to need to send it for training. Now, you want to make sure your pet already has some stamina, so if it's low on stamina, send it to sleep and it'll regain some stamina. Once it's fully maxed out there, you would send it over to training, and every hour that it's there, it'll use up 10 stamina. So that means it'll take probably about 10 hours in order for your pet to finish its training, which is a very long time. So you're going to send it to training. Make sure you know you're not going to get it back for however much stamina you have. So if you have 50 stamina on your pet, it's going to take 5 hours. And once it gets completed, your pet will most likely be leveled up, hopefully, and then it's going to be tired. So you're going to want to send it back to sleep, and then it'll regain its stamina, and then you can do the same thing over and over and over again to level up your pet. So now when it comes to evolution, you're going to need to get 2 pets of the same level and then crossbreed them. So they can be low, low medium, medium high, or high level. Doesn't really matter as long as they are the same. Both pets will also need to be level 10 in order to be evolved. And that's going to take a little while, especially if you're just starting with a level 1 pet. You're going to need to send it to a lot of training, and then once it's level 10, you're able to evolve it, but you're going to need 2 that are level 10. So yeah, it's going to take a little bit of time, but either way, once you do that, if you succeed in crossbreeding, there is a chance you might get a higher level pet. So if you had 2 medium-high pets that you crossbred, there's a chance that you'll just get a high level one instead. Now, it doesn't always work out perfectly. It is luck-based, so there is a chance you will lose both pets. And obviously, that would really, really suck. So I'm not exactly sure what the odds are of it actually working out, but just hope for the best because it's going to take a very long time to get 2 pets to level 10, and if you just lose them both instantly, I mean, that would kind of suck. And don't forget to give your pet a name, because if you don't do that in the box where you want to evolve them, I guess, it will just show up as blank. So make sure you name both of your pets so you can see them and figure out which one you want to evolve perfectly. And if you do manage doing it, what'll end up happening is you will get a message saying the 2 pets used to crossbreed will be gone from your pet section and the evolved pet will be in the My Pets section. And then you can go and see what you got and hope you got something awesome. I don't even know what I would want. I would probably want like a panther or maybe the Christmas husky. That is a pretty cute looking puppy. And as you guys know, there are now pet stores. There was one all the way up in Polita, but there's another one that has been added in the city, and you can use these pet stores to go and purchase food for your pets, and it will heal them. Now, like I said at the beginning of the video, I'm a bit disappointed that we're not able to buy pets from these shops already. That kind of sucks because now pet prices have just skyrocketed. Like the cheapest one I've seen was maybe about $4 million and it was dead. Of course, I can get 30 days back on its life, but still, it kind of sucked because, you know, we can't really do much with it anymore. And if we knew about this before, I would have had so many pets, but I just kind of threw them all away and buried them because I didn't really need them and had no idea this was coming out in the future. And I'm sure a lot of you guys did the exact same thing. So hopefully in the future, they do end up adding pets to these pet stores, because if they don't, I mean, the pet stores are kind of just useless, right? Because all they do is sell pet food, and it's only $1,000 a pop. I mean, a lot of people have been going there and buying a bunch of pet food and trying to sell it for a lot of money, but I mean, you're probably not going to make too much money from those shops, and the last time I looked, one of them was sitting at $100 million on the auction, which is crazy. So hopefully they do end up making some pretty good money. They most likely will eventually, but I mean, if they do end up adding actual pets to those stores, the owners of those shops are going to be making a fortune because people will just go in there and buy a bunch of pets, and hopefully they don't cost too much money. Oh, and I forgot to mention, as you guys know, training can take up to 10 hours, but if you also send your pet to acquire resources, I believe that will take roughly about 8 hours to do as well, and will use up stamina too. So just be warned about that before you send them off to do anything, just because you might not get your pet back for a fairly long time. But to summarize everything once again, you get yourself a level 1 pet, you send it over to training, it'll use up all its stamina, it'll go back to sleep. Once it regains its stamina, you just keep doing the same thing over and over and over again until you get it to level 10, do the same with another pet, breed them, hopefully it goes well, and then do the exact same thing with that pet, and so on and so forth, and you should be pretty much good to go. Like I said, the only thing is the fact that it's going to take a long time to get your pet to a very high level, and if you're able to get a max level pet in terms of rarity, and you're able to get it to level 10, props to you, because that is going to be an absolute mission. Like, imagine you were so close to doing it. You started with a low level pet, you bred it with another one, and you kept going on and on and on and on for like a month maybe, and then you finally get the chance to create a high-level pet, get all the cool abilities for it, and then the crossbreeding fails, and you got to restart from the beginning again. And I mean, if you do get a high-level pet, I mean, that shit could sell for a whole lot of money because of what it's able to do. Either way, the new pet system is pretty sick. I just wish pet prices weren't astronomically high. Like before, you could pick up a rat for like 100k, and now it'll cost you like $4 or $5 million to do so, because honestly, when we saw the trailer, everybody thought we were going to be able to purchase the pets from the actual shops, which I thought would be a much better solution. They could have even made them $1 million a pop. Doesn't matter what the pet is, no matter what, it's $1 million. And maybe you could buy a low medium level one, or a medium high, or even a high level one, but of course that will cost more money. For example, if you wanted to buy a high level pet right off the bat, it'll cost you $5 million or maybe $10 million, because obviously of what the pet is able to do. But maybe they'll add it in the future. I really hope they do, because I'm definitely not going to be going to Beach Market and spending $5 million on a pet that's going to die in 30 days anyways. Either way, it's a pretty sick little update, and like I said, hopefully they do some stuff in the future, but let me know down below in the comments section what you guys think of it, and hopefully this video helped explain some of the aspects that you may not have known about when it comes to the new system. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and with that said, I will catch you guys in the next one.